Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review video on the new Jaclyn Cosmetics holiday collection. Now I am so excited about this video. You guys have no idea because if you guys know me, you guys know I love highlighter. I don't think I've ever left my house if I was doing a full face of makeup without highlighter, because highlighter just makes everything better in my opinion. Like right now, I feel so flat and so matte, and I just look at myself and I'm just like, something's missing. And it's definitely a glow, a radiant, glisten from within. There's just something missing, and I feel very passionate about highlighter. And when someone wants to release a highlighter, I am the first one to go and get the highlighter, because let's be real, a bitch loves to glow. I mean, it's as simple as that. I have to put out a little disclaimer because I know everyone is going to be putting out a disclaimer in the beginning of their video about the whole first launch situation with the lipsticks and all that stuff. Now, me personally, I did not buy the lipsticks because I saw so many reviews on the lipsticks and I was like, yeah, that's a no for me. I do not want hair on my lips, thank you. But yeah, so I can't really say anything about the lipsticks. I can't really give you my opinion on the lipsticks because I did not buy them. So I have learned from previous purchases that no matter what I want to buy, I always watch reviews first, and I always read reviews, watch YouTube videos on reviews before I go and I shell out $50 on a product, because if I don't like that product, I don't want to spend $50 on it if it's going to be shit. So I always watch makeup reviews and stuff before I buy, like foundation, highlighters, pretty much anything. I always watch a review on it. So that is why I am here today, to give you guys my opinion on the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighters. So I am not affiliated with no one. You guys know this. I'm a small channel on here, so no one's paying me to make this video. I wish, but no. So my opinion is 100% my opinion on how I think that these perform and all that stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I did purchase all three of the formulas because, like I said, I love highlighters, so I had to buy all three. Now, I did not buy the brushes because, honey, let's look on her website. Let's do it. Hold on. Okay, so her brushes are pretty pricey for a brush. Now, I know the duo, like the brush trio, is $54 for all three brushes, which I think is pretty pricey for three brushes, when you can go to like Morphe or Sigma, I think. I just buy Morphe brushes, to be honest with you, because they're really cheap. Or you can get like e.l.f. brushes for like a cheap price. So I personally would not have spent my money on the brushes because I already have like my go-to highlight brushes. So if it were me, I would just use what you have at home or use something cheaper, because I just feel like they're really pricey. Like one brush is $24. The other brush is $20 and the other one is $20. So like that's, I mean, if she's not known for brushes, then I mean, I would just get a Morphe brush or something, but that's just me. So let's go on to the highlighters. So the first one that I'm going to try for you is going to be the Mood Light Luminous Powder, which is the more natural version of the highlight. Now I got the lightest version, which is Doomy. And then on the description, well, this one, it says it retails for $32. So, I mean, that's pretty standard for a highlighter, I think. It's not like the most expensive highlighter, but it's not the cheapest, that's for sure. So the description says that it brings out that inner glow with this magically luminous powder infused with diamond and rose quartz powders. This multi-purpose formula blurs imperfections, enhances your complexion, delivers a radiant finish. Use it as a finishing powder all over the face to get that lit from within look, or apply it to targeted areas for a soft highlight. So I think that this one is going to be targeted mainly for girls that just want that like inner glow. They don't want that like outer space type of highlight, you know. They want just like that everyday, very natural, just like I'm glowing but I'm not like overboard kind of look. So these come in 5 different colors, so from light all the way to like a deep skin tone, which is good. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. Very sleek, super nice packaging. It feels like, you know, very luxurious. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it doesn't feel cheap at all, which is really nice. And then you have the name on the bottom, and then what it's called, which is good because you want to know like what the name is, obviously. So yeah, when I first saw this powder, it really reminded me of the Lancome powder, which is this one right here. Same type of packaging and everything. It reminded me a lot of that. Like if you look, it just very similar. Now I know she loves the Absolute powder, so I don't know if she was inspired to create a highlighter similar to the Absolute powder, because this is one of my favorite powders ever because it gives that like natural kind of glow. It doesn't accentuate like texture or anything, so I really like that powder for like all over the face. So I'm guessing that this is what this one's gonna give you. It's gonna give you like that glow from within kind of thing. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, so I just put a little bit out on the cap. So for the highlighter, for the brush, I'm going to use the Morphe M438 brush. It's just like a fluffier kind of highlight brush. I love this for like a generous amount of highlight, like in one area. I don't want it, or like in a bigger area. I don't want it to be like just in one spot. So I'm going to use this, I think, on one side of my face. So I'm just swirling my brush in, tapping off the excess. And I'm just gonna dust it on the apples of my cheeks. So it's very, very subtle. It's not extreme, that's for sure. It's more just a natural kind of glow, but I'm sure you can build it up. So I have a little bit more on my brush, and I tap it off. It's really pretty. It looks a lot like the Lancome powder, just very natural. It doesn't emphasize texture. It just looks like a nice glow all over the skin. So I really like how that is applying. I'm gonna put some on the other cheek. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm just kind of dusting it pretty much everywhere because this is such a finely milled powder that I feel like you could just dust it everywhere. Okay, so that's just Dew Me all over my face. Let me zoom in. So you can see how it just gives like that natural kind of glow. It doesn't look like too much though. So I feel like someone that has like a lot of textured skin would really like this one because it doesn't emphasize your texture at all. So yeah, so far I think that this one is really nice. I would recommend this to more mature women for sure, or people that have textured skin and don't want that like very intense kind of highlight. This is very toned down, very natural, and it's super finely milled. It's not going to be chunky. It just gives you like a natural kind of glow, but still like a glow, but it's not like too much. So far so good. There's no hair. That's a good sign. Moving on to the highlighting palette. So this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics The Flash. So this one is the lightest one, and also comes in like another one. So because I am pale, I'm gonna use the light one. So it looks like this. It comes with a little card, It says, you are looking at an original. So fancy. Our accent light highlighters are made using a what? Okay, you guys can't use big words around me, clearly. Let's try it again. Our accent light highlighters are made using a proprietary, I think, filling process that creates unique, one-of-a-kind patterns in every pan. This is no ordinary highlighter palette. It's a work of art. So that's the little thing that you get. And then this is what the palette looks like. It just says Jaclyn, all in white, because I just know that that's like her aesthetic, but you're gonna get a lot of like fingerprints. Look at that. It's a lot of fingerprinting, but it's very pretty. So this is what the palette looks like. Super, super beautiful. It does have like a nice like weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels very luxurious. It feels very expensive because, bitch, it was. Super, super nice quality. I don't see any funny business going on in this. Yeah, very pretty. And then it says Jaclyn on the side, and then it says the names, which I appreciate because for someone that does videos, it's very nice to tell you like the color that you're using instead of being like this one, this one, this one, you know, like you can just say I'm using Gleam or I'm using Iced, and it's a lot easier to, you know, tell people what you're using. So I like that she added the names underneath. And yeah, I just think that it's a very, very pretty palette. It's very luxurious. The mirror is super, super clear. It's not like a cheapy kind of mirror. It looks very clear and you can really see up close and personal. So, very nice packaging. I like how it's weighted. It feels expensive. So let's go back on her website and see how much this bad boy was. Okay, so I guess the palette is called the Flash, but it's actually called the Accent Light Highlighter Palette. So it is retails for $49, which is pretty average, I think, for a 4-palette highlighter kit, which is pretty, I mean, it's good. It's not too expensive, but it's not like cheap where I feel like she could have lowered the price just a little bit, but it's still not as bad as like other highlighting palettes. So the description says, these palettes are super creamy highlighters, give you light with every swipe. Each palette features 4 shimmering buildable shades that apply seamlessly onto the skin, so you'll be glowing from any angle. I heard from the grapevine that she flew to Italy to create this palette, which is very, very pretty. And a fellow Italian here. I appreciate some Italian spice, which is very nice. So yeah, that's what this looks like. So let's give it a whirl. Let's try this out. For the brush, I'm going to be using my favorite highlighting brush, which is the Morphe M501 brush. It's just a very nice brush to use. Now, let me wipe because it's pretty dirty. So on this side of my cheek, I'm going to be using this palette. And then I think on this side, I'm going to be using the other highlighter because I don't want to like mix them all together because that's a glowy situation. So let's go ahead and mix. Let's try just Gleam first. Okay, so I'm picking up Gleam. Now I do see a little kickback, which is fine, but it's not like an annoying amount of kickback, okay? Just blow it off. That's how much I picked up on my brush. If it would focus on the brush. I'm gonna dust it off. I'm just gonna hit it right here. Ooh. Okay. Damn. That's nice. It's very nice. And it's very, very smooth on the skin. Like, really smooth. That's very pretty. Okay. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. This is really good. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of iced, which is the next one. Let's take a little bit. Tap off the excess. Ooh. Oh, bitch. Oh. Ow. Please ignore my sound effects. I can't. I don't know how to control myself when I have highlighter. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. But, I mean, look at that. Bitch. She was not playing. Like, that is glowing. Look at that. And it looks so smooth on the skin. It just looks like, it's just like wet looking on the skin. It's very, very natural, but yet blinding as can be. And she is right. You can definitely layer it because the first initial, like when I first went in with Gleam, it wasn't as like intense at first. But then when I topped a little bit of ice on there, like, bitch, we have arrived. So, A+, A+ for this. Very, very pretty. So I think I'm going to take these two. I just feel like this one's a little bit too yellow for me. You can see that there. It just looks a little too yellow for my skin tone. This one is more of like a rose gold kind of glow. And then that one is like a more yellow based gold kind of glow. So these two I definitely cannot wear if I am fair. I would have to wear that if I do have like a spray tan. But I feel like it would look really pretty if I did like a blush kind of topper. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just taking my Morphe E4 blush brush and I'm just going to dip in this one, which is Mesmerized. Just a little. And then I'm just going to apply it to the apples. Ooh, bitch. Oh, that is so pretty. So like when I smile, you get that like nice like little, oh my God. Look at that. That is so pretty. Wow. Like, look at the cheek. Like, how can you deny that? I don't know how you can deny that. Okay. So my final thoughts on the accent palette is amazing. Honestly, I think that you can skip the original one, this one, if you kind of want the best of both worlds. Because with this one, you can just apply a light layer and still get that kind of glow from within. But if you keep building it, bitch, I mean, you can get what you want out of this. So I would recommend, if you are a highlight girl, just get the palette because, like I said, this one alone I think was $32, and then this one is $49, and you get 4 of them, and you can build, and you can, you know, you can do a light amount, you can do a lot, you could do whatever you want, and I think that this one is really good for overall price point. That was amazing. So, last but not least, we're going to be reviewing the extra highlight. Now, this one is the loose highlighter. So this one I heard is like, if you're ready to party, this is the type that you need. So let's look up this one and see how much this one is. Okay, so this is the Beaming Light Loose Powder, and this one is $24. And it comes in 5 different shades, from light to dark, well, light to like a deeper skin tone. And the description on this one says, light up the room with the silky soft ultra beaming highlighter enriched with super fine lustrous, bitch, I can't fucking talk about it. Lustrous pearls. Our high impact volume delivers an intense yet buildable wet shine look. Use it to amp up your best features. Think eyes, cheeks, and Cupid's bow, or dial up the intensity for maximum glow factor. So, this one I heard is going to give you like that like pop. So, I'm going to go easy. I know I can get a little heavy-handed with these ones. So, let's go a little easy on this one. All right, so I have a little bit in the cap or in here. I'm going to take a little bit. That's probably going to be too much. And I'm just dusting off the excess. Oh, what the fuck? Bitch. I barely had anything on my brush. Jaclyn did not come to play with highlighters. Not even a little. That had like barely anything on my brush. Like you guys saw, I tapped off all that excess. That's insane. Wow. Okay. Calm down, Cassi. Calm down. Alright, I'm just going to take the remainder. And we're going to add a little bit more right on the tippy top. Oh my god. Like, okay. Give me a second. This side is like in your face highlight, right? Bitch. What is that? Look at this. Like, that is no joke. You can see me from across the room with this. Okay, let's add a little nose highlight. So really dust that off this time because we can't go a little crazy. Bitch. Oh my god. Little chin. Oh my goodness. Now, for someone that is like, does not have a light hand when it comes to highlight, this you really have to be like the lightest. Like, I barely had anything on my brush when I did that. Barely anything, which is insane because that is like crazy highlighted. Like, oh my god. So, if you are looking for the ultimate glow, like you will stop traffic kind of glow, bitch, there it is. That's all you need. Just this. I mean, if you want the glow, like I'm not playing around kind of glow, extra is all you need because I think this would last you like more than a year because I barely used anything to get that. Like, and I'm very heavy-handed when it comes to highlighter. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll have like an excess amount on my brush. This, I had to top. Can I speak? I'm just so frazzled. I had to tap off a lot of powder to get that because I was scared that it was going to be this intense, and bitch, it was. It was very intense. So, this is very extra. If you were extra, you will love this. This is everything. Now, up close, it is so smooth and so, like, airbrush looking. It doesn't look like you have pores. It's just, I don't know. It's just very, very strange. Like, highlight is supposed to emphasize texture and bumps and pores and all that stuff. This just looks like you're just naturally wet and glistening, and your skin just looks healthy and radiant and beautiful. Okay, you guys, you saw that she is not coming to play around. I think she's learned her lesson. She's like, from here on out, we're only going up from here. So I give her props for this. This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's nothing I can really say bad about this at all, except that it is pricey. You are paying a lot of money, but you're paying money for good stuff. Like, this is no joke. I think she really proved herself that she's not here to fuck around, and first time was a failure, but from here on out, like, she's not playing anymore. I believe everyone deserves a second chance. You know, not everyone's perfect. Everyone will fuck up sometime in their life, and it just sucks that hers was such a big fuck up because, I mean, she has millions of followers. So some people are not as forgiving as others, but like I said, I can't say anything on the lipsticks because I did not buy the lipsticks, but me buying this with my own money and giving you my honest opinion, I really do think that she went all out with these highlighters. Like, these highlighters are no joke. Like, my face is glowing to the gods right now. Like, you can't deny that. Like, you can't deny that the highlight is there. I love that she did 3 different formulas for those who don't want like a very extra kind of highlight. So if you just like the bare minimum, like just a glow from within, I really recommend the Mood Light Luminous Powder because you will definitely get just a very natural glow, not a chunky kind of highlight with this one. If you are the type that likes that like nice kind of glow from within, but you still want to amp it up and still get like a glowy highlight, if you wanted to be more extra, I would just go with the palette because you're getting 4 different colors. They all work with your skin tone depending on like how light you are or if you do have a tan. Now I'm speaking for light skin tones because the 2 top ones are perfect highlights for me. Like, and I'm very fair. Like, I'm like NC15, NC13 in MAC foundation. Like, I'm very fair. So the 2 on the top work really well for me. The 2 bottom ones I will definitely have to use as like a blush topper, or I can use it if I do have a spray tan. So I love that I can use every single color in this palette, and I love that I'm able to build it up to like a very intense color, and I don't have to just do one or the other. I like how I can get both with this. So with that being said, if you just want like a natural highlight, but then you want to build it, I would do the highlighting palette, which is very nice. Okay, last but not least, if you want to glow to the gods, then you need extra. There is no, I just want a subtle glow with this one. Oh no, bitch. You're getting full on, like, I'm here to play, I'm not fucking around type of highlight. Like, this I feel like would last you over a year, depending on how much you're using. Now, you guys saw how I applied this. I used this brush and I dusted it off a lot. Like, I barely had anything on the brush. And I built this up with just 2 strokes. So this one is not playing around. So if you like a very intense, very glowy, like I can see you from across the room type of highlight, then you definitely need extra. This one is beautiful. It looks so like luminous and glowy on the skin, but it doesn't emphasize texture or pores or anything. It's just very airbrushed and very seamless, and it just gives you that beautiful, radiant glow. It's very pretty. So yeah, those are my complete thoughts on this collection. I really hope that she decides to do this like permanent instead of just a holiday kind of collection, because I really think that people should really try this out because it's beautiful. Beautiful packaging, beautiful product. So yeah, that is pretty much my opinion on the highlighting collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, as well as hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. But other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!